Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Thornton and Z, and we are here to give you another guidance lesson. Take a look at these pictures, and you decide if these pictures are selfish. You're right. They are acting selfish in these pictures. Now, let's take a moment and look at some pictures of students who are not acting selfish. This is the way we should act towards each other. Boys and girls, today's lesson is on the word selfish. Z, do you know what selfish means? Oh, well, let's find out. Selfish means that you are only concerned with yourself and your own well-being. You're only concerned with your playtime with your toys. You're only concerned with things around you being the way you want them. You're not concerned about other people's thoughts or feelings. So here's an example. Z, if you came running through my house with muddy feet, that would be selfish because you didn't think about me and the dirt on the floor that you just brought in because you know I like a clean house. That would be selfish. Oh, another one would be if you had two trucks and you were playing with those trucks and you would not let me play with you and share that, that would be selfish too. Or you had two sodas. Oh, you know how I like my soda. I like Pepsi better than Coke, do you? Yeah, okay. You don't have to disagree with me. So if you had two Pepsis, because I like Pepsi, and you didn't share one with me, that would be selfish. You wanted both of them for yourself because you might want to drink one later. That would be selfish because you didn't think about my feelings or whether I would like one. So the thought here is, boys and girls, if you have two of something, you should share because that would be something that wouldn't be selfish. You would be thinking about others. So if you are only thinking about yourself and not considering other people, that means you're being selfish. So let's get started on today's lesson. I have a book that I'm going to read to you guys, and Z is excited because he wants to learn more about being trying not to be selfish. He doesn't want to be selfish. He wants to learn not to be selfish. So we have a book called The Selfish Crocodile. Let's get started. Okay, boys and girls, the story of the week is The Selfish Crocodile. Just by the title, I wonder what it's about. You're right, a selfish crocodile. So let's get started. Deep in the forest, in the river, lived a large crocodile. He was a very selfish crocodile. He didn't want any other creatures to drink or bathe in the river. He thought it was his river. Do you think that's his river, boys and girls? I don't think so either. Every day he shouted to the creatures of the forest, "Stay away from my river. It's my river. If you come in my river, I'll eat you all." That wasn't very nice. So he's being selfish by keeping the river all to himself. Yeesh. Let's find out what happens. So, there were no fish, no tadpoles, no frogs, no crabs, no crayfish in the river. All were afraid of the selfish crocodile. The forest creatures kept away from the river as well. Whenever they were thirsty, they went for miles to drink in other rivers and streams. Look at their faces, boys and girls. They look sad. So being selfish hurts other people? I think so too. Let's find out. Every day, the crocodile laid on his great big back in the sun, picking his big sharp teeth with a stick. But early one morning, the forest was awakened by a loud groaning sound. Something was in terrible pain. The creature thought it was an animal caught by the crocodile. But as the sun came out brightly, they saw that it was the crocodile who was in pain. He was laying on his big back, holding his swollen jaw. He was crying real tears. So the crocodile is all alone in the river that he doesn't want anybody in. But now he's hurt. Let's see what happens. The creatures drew closer, but not too close. Some of the creatures felt sorry for the crocodile. "What's the matter with him?" asked a deer. "I don't know," said a squirrel. "Maybe he's going to die," chirped a blackbird. "If that happens, it'll be safe to go in the river," grunted a wild pig. Do you think they're going to help him? Let's find out. The animals thought about this. They hung from their branches, they hung from the vines, they buzzed in the air, and they shook their heads as they watched the great big crocodile in pain. No animal tried to help. So they didn't help. Suddenly, a little mouse appeared, sniffing the air. He ran along the crocodile's tail, then onto his tummy. The other creatures stared. "Look at that mouse," chattered a monkey. "He's either very brave or mad." "He's going to be eaten for sure," said an iguana. The mouse crept along the crocodile's big neck and into his open mouth. There was a hush in the forest. Do you think the crocodile's going to bite down? Let's find out. The mouse got a hold of something and pulled and pulled and pulled. Then he put it on his shoulder and walked out of the crocodile's mouth. There was a loud cheer from the astonished creatures. The crocodile sat up and said, "I don't feel any more pain. It's all gone." Then he saw the mouse walking down his tummy carrying an enormous crocodile tooth on his shoulder. Was that a kind act, boys and girls? Yeah, the mouse did help when no other creatures were brave enough to do it. "Your bad tooth was giving you a toothache," answered the mouse, turning around to face the now smiling crocodile. "Do you want it back?" "Oh, no, 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 get rid of it. And when you're done with that, come back. I have a present for you." The mouse went and buried the tooth under a tree. And when he returned, the crocodile had a nice, juicy nut waiting for him. Well, that was nice of the crocodile. As the crocodile watched the mouse eating the nut, he said to him, "You were very clever getting rid of my toothache, and kind too. I am so grateful. But what shall I do if my toothache comes back?" "Don't worry, I'll help you take care of your teeth," answered the mouse, nibbling. Soon the crocodile and the mouse were best of friends. And one day the crocodile sent all the animals an invitation. "Please come drink and bathe in the river. I won't hurt you. The river belongs to us all," he said. The creatures weren't afraid to drink and bathe in the river anymore. Although the crocodile was sometimes snappy, they grew to love him. And soon the river was full of fish and tadpoles and crabs and crayfish. The end. All right, boys and girls, did you enjoy that book? That crocodile was selfish. But guess what? He realized really quickly that being selfish was very lonely. He didn't have any friends. He didn't have anybody to help him. And all the animals were afraid of him. So boys and girls, it is always best to be kind to others. Think about other people. Be generous. Being generous means that you're a giving person. You share things with others. So I want you to spend the week and I want you to practice not being selfish. Think about others before yourselves this week. So, for example, if you have a brother or sister and they want one of your toys to play with, let them play with it first and then you play with it next. Try that and see how much joy that brings your siblings. Because sometimes when other people have joy and happiness, you have it too. Okay, boys and girls? So I want you to be kind to one another this week, and I want you to learn not to be selfish. Share and care about other people's thoughts and feelings. I love you guys. I look forward to seeing you next week.